What's up, witches? Um, First of all, I just want to say that if you're watching me on like a TV, I'm sorry that I'm only taking up like the middle part of the TV because the way my phone is oriented, it's kind of like it's gonna be that way. But so this is a witchy vlog. I haven't made a witchy vlog in months and months, and but I feel like there's a lot to talk about right now. You know, there's a lot changing in my life. I recently quit my job because I just felt like, on a deep spiritual level, it was really. I was getting into a place that was very kind of disparaging and um, I don't know. It wasn't right for me. And now I've decided to spend more of my time and focus and energy on making my real dreams come true, of being an artist, of and I'm being an artist in many ways. You know, writing spells, which I consider just poetry, or it's poetry, but I consider it a spell. Making paintings and writing music and um, you know, and trying to make money with things like that. And which there's links to everything in the description box. But I have a lot going on right now. You know, spring is here, but it's actually going to be snowing tomorrow. It's going to start raining in a few minutes, and it's going to rain and rain. It's literally going to be cloudy and gray for the next like 4 days. So I'm like, ugh, come on. But it's been raining here so much, which obviously water is a life-giving element. And the thing about water is it's a spiritual element. And I mean, I think everything happens for a reason. I think maybe one of the reasons it's been raining so much is because the there's this energy, this magical energy that's in the atmosphere, and maybe it's because of what we're all going through as a society, and it's translating and manifesting in different ways. And I think one of the ways is a lot of rain. But anyway, spring is here. Doesn't feel like it though. It's really cold out today, and it's gonna be snowing tomorrow. But I think it's like April 3rd today. I'm pretty sure. I'll check. It'll be in the title of the video what day it is. It's Wednesday. But I do have a lot of plants growing. I mean, I've always had a lot of house plants, but I decided to start growing a lot of my own vegetables and herbs and stuff. And so I have a lot of stuff growing in nursery pots right now. And I also have a lot of bigger pots that I'm just going to keep indoors year round. So that way, even in the middle of the winter, I can be growing my own stuff. But right now, I have a lot of like peppers and chives and rosemary and spinach and kale and all this stuff growing. And I'm really trying to get back to my roots, because when I was younger, I've been a witch my whole life. I've always been very interested in the supernatural and nature, and for me, even when I was just a little kid, taking a walk in the woods was a spiritual thing to me, because I felt this magic and I felt this like presence around me. And a lot of little kids don't really think like that. They have Tonka trucks on the mind, or I don't know, whatever kids think about. But I had other stuff on my mind. And I'm trying to get back to that, because for a long time now I've just been kind of lost, I think. And it's funny because I'm so much better in certain ways than I was 10 years ago. I mean, 10 years ago I was losing my mind, really going down a bad path. But so in some ways I'm miles and years better. But in other ways I've also been getting kind of away from Mother Earth and the nature spirits. Now, I haven't totally left them, but I want to become more involved, and I want to, I think, because I do call myself a witch, and at least once a day I do practice some kind of magic, or, oh, there go my birds. But I don't meditate enough. I really need to start meditating more, just spending time with my eyes closed, thinking about the nature spirits and, all that, and connecting. Doing more divination. I hardly ever do divination. unless I have a vision while I'm sleeping or something, but that doesn't count. That's not the act of divination. That's just some kind of prophetic dream. But um, I really want to get more in touch with nature. So I think growing all my own herbs and vegetables and fruits and stuff will is one way to do it. You know, I got on my balcony. My balcony is a pretty good size. I already had a planter from last year. It's like a raised planter on legs. So I got another one of those, except this one's a little bigger. And I also have a table, like a wooden table that has all these shelves on it. And so I'm going to use that to put pots on and grow plants on that too. So my whole balcony is going to be like a garden. I'm up on the third floor, so I have a really good kind of setup here. But I'm really going to get into, and I'm also really trying to focus on being healthier. And I mean, when it comes to health and science and stuff, I think it's kind of heartless in a way. A lot of it's kind of the way I'm expected to think about the human body and all that stuff kind of lacks the magic to me. And so, but I'm trying to reprogram my mind into understanding that eating healthy and making good decisions for yourself and exercising, it is a magical thing. You know, eating healthy is, you know, I recently went on like a 3-week cleanse type thing where I ate nothing but healthy food. I didn't smoke. I didn't have a sip of alcohol. I was vaping though. I can't give that up. But I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. I ate super healthy. And I truly felt better on a spiritual level. Like I felt like my vibration was higher. I was more in touch with this kind of force, this energy. And I was just so much more vibrant. But then I fell off the wagon and I started drinking all the time again and smoking cigarettes and eating kind of unhealthy. But I'm getting back on the right track. And you know, I guess I've just gone through life so far not really becoming a whole person. You know, I've just kind of been transferring moment to moment, and I don't really like. It's almost like I'm not somebody. I'm just kind of reacting moment to moment. But I really want to become the person I want to be, which is a nature witch, someone close to Mother Earth and healthy and makes, you know, I want to really live life. I want to like come back down to earth and be part of this all. So, I don't know if that made any sense, but it makes sense to me. Because I just feel like when you're drinking alcohol all the time and when I'm smoking and eating shit food, it's like I'm not living in reality, because that's not reality. And, you know, reality is very confusing, and reality is very mysterious, but there's still the past and everything that we've come to understand about life up until this point, and I think a lot of that is very valid. Hang on, I gotta go. I have to go stir my vegetables. I had a bunch of bell peppers that were starting to go bad, so I thought I would caramelize them with some onions. Here we go. Sorry, that was so loud. Let me go back over here to the window. See, we have all my my herbs and my peppers and chives. Growing a lot of stuff over there. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see outside that black thing is my planter. That wooden one is my planter from last year. And then that table over there. But, you know, I have no idea what I was just talking about. Anyway, there's like been an ant problem in my apartment for like about a week now. It started by I noticed one ant in my kitchen, and I thought, I'll just let the little thing live and it'll go about its business and it'll probably go somewhere else. I don't know. I didn't want to kill it. But then as each day passes, I'm noticing more and more ants. And I felt bad about killing them. Like I didn't want to kill them, but now I just step on them and I smush them with a paper towel or something. But I think it's so strange because maybe it's the time of year, early spring, maybe ants start coming back. But I've lived here for a little over 3 years now in this apartment, and I've never really had an ant problem. Um, I I do have a fruit fly problem from time to time. Like maybe like once or twice a year, I get this fruit fly problem, but never ants. I've never had an ant problem. No, I mean it's not that bad. It's not like my apartment's crawling with them, but I do notice them, and I've been noticing them for like a week now. And I'm just wondering what the spirit is trying to tell me. I mean, I guess we all know that ants are known to be very strong beings, like physically strong. I heard an ant can lift like 50 times its body weight. So I don't know, maybe it's the great spirit trying to tell me to be strong, or you know, um, I'm gonna need strength for the future, or maybe the spirit is just telling me that I'm becoming stronger and stronger every day, and um, I think it's. I mean, when I think about it that way, it seems very nice because I don't think I have to have faith that everything's always going to be okay no matter what. I think God is good, and I think magic is good, and magic is love, and I think I'll always be blessed. And even the bad stuff I've been through in life, I think is a blessing in disguise, and it was just a stepping stone to get me to where I am. So I don't want to see this whole ant thing as like a negative omen. I want to see it as a positive omen. In which case, I think the spirit must be trying to tell me that I'm really starting to come into my own, and I think it's a sign that mentally, physically, and spiritually, and even just situationally, like where I'm at in my life, everything around me is becoming stronger and stronger, and I'm really maybe my dreams are going to be coming true soon. I mean, my main dream in life is honestly to be a painter. I would love to be an artist. Obviously, I just like literally spit out the side of my mouth. I love being like a YouTuber. I have several YouTube channels where I make different kinds of content. Um, and, you know, I, uh, I love doing that because I love all different kinds of art. And I believe making YouTube videos is a form of art. But my favorite thing is painting. Like, I want to be a painter so badly. And there's an organization in my state that I've been working with recently. And they kind of get you jobs. It's like a vocational type of thing. I don't know if that's the right word, but they help disabled people get jobs. And I've been talking to them about becoming an artist. And it's still in the very early stages, but my caseworker is going to try to help me do that and go about that. I probably, most likely, will even go back to art school. I've never been to art school. I dropped out of college after like a year and a half. But there's a good chance I'll probably go back to college because they'll pay for it. And they also work with these other organizations that help artists sell their paintings. So I have a good feeling about this all. I just think a lot of good things are happening for me recently. And but anyway, I am getting back on the right track with eating right and exercising and not smoking, not drinking. And I don't know. I also want to start journaling again. I always kind of have gone through phases, brief phases, where I start journaling and then I kind of put it down and I don't do it for a long time. But like my journal, I haven't written in it in I think like 2 years. I swear to God, it's been like 2 years. So I should make some kind of entry for that. Oh, the eclipse. I want to talk about the eclipse. So in my neck of the woods, there is going to be a solar eclipse in less than a week. And I really don't know what intention I'm going to set yet. I am going to do a ritual during the eclipse, like while the eclipse is happening. I'm going to set up my altar and do some kind of ritual. I don't know specifically like what magic I'm going to try to manifest or like hone in on. But I'm going to have a think about that. Also, I think something important about that is, I'll try to think about like take into consideration all the other elements of the time, like the time of year. This certain eclipse is happening at this time of year, and what does an eclipse even represent to begin with, and how does that correlate with the time of year, and what's the weather going to be like that day, and what am I personally going through? What are my struggles at the moment? Like, I'm going to think about a lot of stuff, and then I'm going to construct some kind of ritual. I'm not usually a big ritual person, but I think something like an eclipse is like calls for like a real like hardcore ritual. Tell me what you're doing for the eclipse. I mean, I know it's not a global thing, but only certain parts of the world are gonna see the eclipse. And luckily for me, I was watching the news, and the weather is gonna be nice and clear and sunny that day, so I'm gonna get to see it. Probably not actually gonna watch it, but because I'm gonna be doing the ritual and I'm just meditating and sitting at my altar. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna cut this video short because I have to go stir those peppers and onions, and it smells so good in my apartment right now. All right, bye everyone. I hope you guys are having a good spring. The weather, I swear, is gonna get much better soon. A lot more sunny days and warm weather, and it's gonna be fabulous. All right, bye.